Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Route Lap Attack. We've got another update that I'm experiencing for the very first time, that being 6 new cars, and for the first time since Gran Turismo 6, you can now drive on the Eiger Nordwand track of Switzerland, which we'll do in a future video, but as I said earlier, this is an episode of Route Lap Attack, so we're going to go here, and we're finally going to put the Volkswagen bus to work. Like Sport, I have my bus painted in a military-inspired livery, only this time, thanks to Jeep actually having a World War II vehicle in this game, I was able to get the olive drab livery from the real-life car paint shop, and I was able to put that on my bus. And of course, the stickers that I put on there from Sport are the same. You've got the German flag and the star on the sides, as you can see there in that picture on the bottom right corner. And when we start driving, you'll also see Deutschland, which is how you say Germany in German. Now, this is a fun classic to drive, like the Chevelle we had in the previous episode, but unlike the Chevelle, this thing is not going to go fast, but we're just driving this around for fun. That's kind of the whole purpose of playing these games, you know? Just enjoy yourself. Speaking of enjoying myself, I had a lot of fun putting up that 550 subscriber Q&A that I did, and it seems that the amount of subscribers I get has been increasing ever since I got that video. Not by much, but the fact that it's still going up, I am just super grateful for the support I'm getting. In fact, as I drive along this straightaway, I am going to double check on my phone and see how many subscribers I have right now, because last I checked a few days ago, it was 557. Why do you keep going to the left? Alright. I'm not even touching L3. I bet you while I look at my phone, this thing is probably going to steer back to the left. In fact, I think I can already see. Yeah, it's turning to the left. That's going to be something I'll have to adjust later. But, like I said earlier, my subscriber count, I'm going to have to click on a video here because, yeah, 558. So like I said, the climb isn't going as high as I would like, but the fact that we're still making progress is really good. And it would unfortunately seem that I got a little distracted while I was on my phone because we were about to go over the white line there. Although, to be honest, I have a feeling our time is going to be like 12 minutes. I'm going to probably be like 3 seconds off than what it should be now, since I had the car go too far to the left. Damn, we have a 5th gear. I didn't notice that. Oh, I heard an airplane. That's new. I wonder if they added that to the update. Well, we stopped decreasing speed. We were going 97, and now it seems that the bus is okay at 90. Now we're going downhill. I want to see, I've noticed with a few cars, when you have specific upgrades, even though the RPM's like not redlining, you still have to shift in order to go faster. I know we're going faster because we're going downhill, but I want to see what happens when we get back on level terrain. Because I feel like I should have shifted into 5th earlier. Nah, we're going slower. I'll wait till it gets back down to 97 and then we'll go back into 4th. Although this would be pretty useful for when you're drafting off of someone. You have that extra power when you need it, less wind resistance. Though I feel like since this car has a higher height than most cars, I feel like I'd be giving a better draft to other cars. I miss hearing that horn, a lot of fun. I also heard Volkswagen brought this back as an electric car, but instead of the bus, they now call it the Buzz. Probably a reference to the noise that an electric battery makes. And I gotta say, out of all the electric cars we have so far, Volkswagen and all the other companies they own seem to be doing the best. You've got a lot of cars from Audi, like the e-tron or the Porsche Taycan, and a few Lamborghinis here and there too. They're all owned by Volkswagen, and out of all the electric cars out there, they seem to be the best. My brother actually has an e-tron. Surprise, surprise, because Audi's literally like his favorite car ever. He used to have an older, I want to say it's an A5. Sorry for sneezing. So like I was saying, he used to have an A5, but unfortunately in 2016 he got involved in an accident and he had to replace that with a Corolla. He got rid of that a couple of months ago and he's like, good riddance. He despised that car, so now that it's no longer in his possession, he's very happy. Yeah, wind turbines. Well, then again, we are driving in Southern California. This is probably going to sound idiotic, but I wonder if a wind turbine could be used to power a car. I mean, you got to accelerate, and I'm sure all the wind from your speed will power the turbine as you move, so you won't have to worry about running out of power ever. All you got to do to start the engine is just move the blades. Just make sure you don't go towards any helicopters, or pray that a helicopter doesn't fly towards you. I remember a few people mentioning that in Grand Theft Auto 5. So now that we're in 5th gear, we actually are going faster, but not by much. Instead of 97, we're doing 98. Now there actually is a camera that allows you to move the camera around to see more of the interior here, but I chose to disable that in order to add the horn and a few other tools. Like, you got to check out hitting the left and right button. Oh wait, no, hang on. I forgot I changed that. So right button is the windshield wiper, left button, let me go back to here. Left button I guess doesn't do anything. You'd probably flash your lights if it was dark time or nighttime. And that's flashing the lights. I guess left is just to toggle the lights on and off, or between low beams and high beams. I remember now. I switched it to R3, so I gotta move it to the left or right in order to adjust these things. Whereas you hit R3 without moving it left or right, you simply just tap on it. You get these different camera views. This actually reminds me of the Crew Motor Fest in an episode I posted a while ago, where someone said that these vehicles had a nickname of, it involved the number 21. I don't remember the whole name, but it involved the number 21 because that's how many windows it has. So needless to say, you don't have to worry about blind spots. I'm really excited to try out Eiger Nordwand, but I'm also excited to get this thing onto a dirt track because I bought tires for this vehicle to be driven on tracks that are made out of dirt and snow as opposed to the asphalt. And I'm sure with a lot of the twists and turns on a lot of those kinds of tracks, the bus would fit right in and they'd probably win a lot of races compared to other vehicles I'd be driving. Because you got a lot of other cars with not so powerful engines like the Beetle, which actually shares the same engine with the bus, believe it or not. Then there's also a very iconic legend from the United Kingdom, Mini Cooper. That's won a lot of races during its heyday, and I bet you probably still is. But instead of British, Mini Cooper is now owned by the Germans, BMW, who also owns Rolls-Royce, believe it or not. Funny enough, Bentley was a Rolls-Royce subsidiary, but that's not owned by BMW. Bentley is also owned by Volkswagen, just like Audi and the other companies I mentioned earlier, Porsche and Lamborghini. Volkswagen also owns a company in Spain. I don't think it's pronounced Seat, but that is how you spell it, S-E-A-T. It's probably pronounced Sehat or something, maybe Set. The A is probably silent. Something else on my mind. I know the newest update for this game was done in July, but I mentioned this a while ago. I wonder if the next update will involve allowing you to change the weather on any of the tracks. I think I actually mentioned that in the previous episode when I was driving the Chevelle. It would be nice. I mean, you can do that on a few tracks, but that's only limited to Spa, the Belgian track, Nürburgring, and I bet you Eiger probably has that too. Which reminds me, I'm actually thinking of watching a Clint Eastwood movie, which funny enough takes place in Switzerland, and it's also called The Eiger Sanction, because they got to climb up that mountain towards the ending of the film. And it's also where one of his iconic scenes takes place where he shouts, "You asshole!" And with that movie reference out of the way, we are approaching the finish line. I guess my prediction was wrong, thankfully. I thought we were going to get 12 minutes and 20 seconds, but instead, we are getting 11 minutes and 33.3. Like I said, not the best performer compared to all the other cars we've driven in this series, but still a fun classic from the 60s. I even got a turbocharger on this thing. It's unfortunate, though, with some of the upgrades you do make, because I remember one of the upgrades I made only increased the horsepower from 33 to 34. The significant upgrades that you want to focus on are the turbocharger and, of course, the weight reduction. It doesn't improve your performance by a lot, but all the weight reductions you get do help out, especially compared to all the other modifications you make. Now, let's take a look and see where we ended up. The slowest time is currently being held by the Firebird at 6:23. But I think if we were to go in one of these sections... I'm a little surprised. I thought it would have been less, but I see now the performance points is 450. So I guess if we surpass 400, we'll automatically end up in the 500 section. So currently, since it's the only car in the PP 500 section, it is currently the fastest car for that. Whereas everything else in these sections are slow. But then again, I don't care for cars like that. I try to I usually try to get cars that are fast. Like these, for instance. And also these. And of course the Challenger, not the fastest, but still a very fine performer. It got 4th place overall, with the only 3 cars being faster than that being the 2019 ZR1, the 2009 ZR1, and the 2014 Stingray. Well, that's it for now. You guys take care, and I'll see you in the next episode.